Okay, the video we're on is Jehovah's Witnesses replying to unsuspecting Zebdonk, FEMA camps, sedition, not neutrality. And the comment that Zebdonk makes is to BarbSinclair, where Zebdonk says, okay, Babs, now who were the aggressors? The ones who caused the violence? President for life bandits thugs or the witnesses? What this is an either-or choice that Zebdonk is giving to BarbSinclair. Make the choice, Barb. Is it the Malawian government thugs or the peace-loving Jehovah's Witnesses? Who were the aggressors? Well, that's a pretty easy answer. Obviously, it was the Malawian government. They were the aggressors against the peace-loving Jehovah's Witnesses. The real question comes in, though, were these the only parties? No. The Watchtower Society gave order to the Jehovah's Witnesses not to get the political party card, which was an identification card which the Malawian government saw as an act of sedition against their form of government. That's why Jehovah's Witnesses were being put to death, because the Malawian government felt they were behaving seditiously against their government. So it wasn't about these Malawian government aggressors against the peace-loving Jehovah's Witnesses. It was the view that the peace-loving Jehovah's Witnesses were acting seditiously, which could have brought instability into the Malawian government. So then Zebdonk goes on and says, this was about more than just political party cards. It was an excuse to attack what they thought was an easy target. Okay, Zebdonk now is trying to give the impression that the Malawian government was acting like Satan the devil, slithering into the robin's nest and stealing the innocent little robin's eggs out of the nest. And that's not the case at all. I just explained that the Malawian government did not view Jehovah's Witnesses as an easy target or not. That had nothing to do with what happened. The Malawian government saw Jehovah's Witnesses as acting seditiously under their rulership, and they didn't want that to spread all through Malawi. That's why they were putting them to death. They were making an example out of them to all the Malawian people. If you don't cooperate with us and get a card so we know who the citizens are in this country or not, we're going to put you to death. It was that simple. It had nothing to do with easy target. That propaganda comes from the Watchtower Society that gets into Zebdonk's head, and then Zebdonk spreads it out into society, into regular society, to try to convince people of this nonsense. Then Zebdonk goes on and says, the fact that the witnesses stayed faithful and intact as a religious entity gave notice to all other African governments that these were people who could not be intimidated. Okay, what Zebdonk is trying to do here is give the impression that all of Africa was watching Malawi and what was going on with Jehovah's Witnesses. Like this was some big precedent-setting event that all countries in Africa were going to learn from. The truth is, all the countries in Africa weren't paying attention to what was going on in Malawi with Jehovah's Witnesses. As a matter of fact, most Jehovah's Witnesses didn't even know what was going on in Jehovah's Witnesses in Malawi. That's the truth. But the Watchtower Society is skilled at setting up straw men like this in argument. What a straw man is when the propagandist will set up a target, in this case, the Malawian government, or I'm sorry, all other governments are the target. And they are to be on notice. Jehovah's Witnesses will not be intimidated. And that's what we're proving here. That's all false. Jehovah's Witnesses didn't have a choice. Should we be intimidated or shouldn't we be intimidated? That wasn't a choice they were given. They were given one choice, one either-or scenario, and it came from the Watchtower Society. This was the choice. Either die with your family and friends refusing a political party card, or cooperate with the government, get your political party card, and then watch your family and friends die after they shun you. That was the choice. Who was responsible for that?